the Hermits, they lead off. We're going to have Tina Rusher, throwing to Jay Rusher, in the loving memory of Pete Rusher. Next up, we have Patel, throwing to Delano, in memory of Sharda Patel. Hitting the 3 hole for the Hermits, Joe Peacock, throwing to Ted Peacock, in memory of John Peacock III. And last but not least, we're going to have Debbie Saya throwing to Kyle Neri in honor of survivor Debbie Saya. There it is. Let's do it one last time for everybody. We do appreciate you guys for coming down today and playing our game. We've been working hard since 6 a.m. to get the field ready. Tell you what, it looks great considering how we started. Let's play some baseball.
Keep it light, boys. Keep it light.
It is 18.
Oh, God.
Good afternoon and welcome to Mainland Regional High School for the Coaches vs. Cancer 9th Annual Coaches vs. Cancer Tournament. On a glorious afternoon, but it wasn't so glorious at 6 a.m. this morning.
Well, you can actually see that 6 a.m. this field looked way different from a condition standpoint, but thanks to one of our Grand Slam sponsors who was involved in the board, Eddie Charlton, as you just saw him with an opportunity to throw out a ceremonial first pitch. We are ready to play baseball here at the Mainland Regional Coaches vs. Cancer Classic, and this is going to be a good one.
It sure is. It's being dubbed the Holy War. We can call it at the shore if you want to call it that, because obviously we're not right at the shore, but we're really excited for this one. Gloucester Catholic versus St. Augustine Prep. And for BFA Sports, I am Al Fisher, along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic, and my adopted brother from another, Mike Gill.
Wow, congratulations on that. I hope the attorney's fees weren't too bad.
But, guys, this is going to be a great one.
Listen, this is what it's all made to be. I mean, a lot of people have had this event circled on the calendar a long time, Mike Gill. You got St. Augustine that's going to have a chance to hit first, and then you got the Gloucester Catholic Rams, and this one goes back a few years. You were playing on this field at one time. This game still seems like year after year stands the test of time.
Yeah, you and I were talking earlier this morning, Doug. You said it always seems to be 2 o'clock on this Sunday, and, you know, when you get these classic rivalry matchups, they try to put it at the same time all the time so that people can get used to doing it, and obviously these two teams are two of the premier, not only programs, but they put out some of the premier talent in the area, and that will be certainly on display today.
And for the starting lineups, first for the St. Augustine Hermits. Batting first and playing second base, Ryan Taylor. Batting second and catching, Austin Sofran. Batting third and playing shortstop, Ryan Weingartner. Batting fourth and playing center field, Brody McKenzie. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jack Peacock. Batting sixth, the pitcher batting for himself, Jackson Vanesco. Batting seventh and playing left field, Kyle Neri. Batting eighth and playing first base, Marco Lavari. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Josiah Ragsdale. On the mound again, Jackson Vanesco, the big lefty. We'll have the defensive lineup. First for the Gloucester Catholic. Go right ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you got Mustaro, Morgan, and Gates left to right in the outfield. 5-3 in the infield, Leahy, Wolf, Bogart, Foster. And your battery is Nolan and Duriani as the Suriani, excuse me, Damon Suriani, the catcher, for Tanner Nolan, the lefty.
And there is Tanner Nolan, the southpaw, going to have to get us rocking and rolling here early on in this one.
First pitch is a ball outside. And a 1-0 pitch, high and away for a ball. It's now 2-0.
See how this infield play, guys, you know, it's obviously a little wet from the rain today. They did a great job on it. We'll see if that changes the defense.
2-0 pitch is hit to short. Scoop there and fires across the diamond, and he gets him.
The one thing that St. Augustine is blessed with, among many things, is speed. And so Ryan Taylor, one of the fastest runners in all the state, usually flies around 6'5" at one of the last PBR New Jersey events, and a guy that really is one to watch. So it'll be interesting. If they can keep him off the bases, it'll be big.
Yeah, I was interested to see how this grass would handle a ground ball, too, if it was going to skip or slow down.
Stepping to plate is Austin Sofran, the catcher. 1 out here in the top of the first. And a 1-0 pitch. Just a bit high for a ball. You don't agree with that, Mike?
I'm not going to start early.
So Fran calls timeout.
We were told yesterday that the umpire literally heard every word we said.
Not only that, I know Matt Lawler, and I know he went back and watched the game from Friday night.
And a 2-0 pitch, low and inside for a ball. It's now 3-0 to Austin Sofran.
So keep that in mind, gentlemen, when this game is over. He's probably going to go home and watch this.
That's all right.
Well, you got a lot of faces watching this one.
And the 3-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a strike call. It's now 3-1 to Austin Sofran.
Center field a little shaded over to the right side there.
There's the 3-1 pitch. Lifted to left field, hit fairly deep. Taking the left fielder way back, and that ball is a one-hopper to the fence. Sofran will cruise into second base with a stand-up double, actually sliding with a stand-up double. Can you slide with a stand-up double?
Well, you ended up standing up,
Yeah, that's
so
it.
I guess you're about half right.
Right, and we
The
said
pop-up slide.
the center fielder was shaded over. Not that he might have caught that ball, but he had to make a little extra run to go get that thing. And the left fielder was playing straight up, so the center fielder shaded to the right. And that thing was in the air for a while.
Yeah,
the left
sure
fielder
was.
seemed like he got there, but might have misplayed it a little bit because he had such a long run.
Yeah, so the prep dugout, a little bit to celebrate. They're pretty fired up so far.
All right, that steps up Brian Weingartner in the 3-hole, the Purdue commit. Playing shortstop today.
Yeah, and you talk about more blazing speed in the courtesy runner for the catcher, Sofran.
First pitch is in the dirt for a ball.
And he is one that can burn up the bases in number 10.
Yeah, Bryce Oliver coming in to run there.
Yeah, Bryce Oliver, absolute guy who's a little bit under the radar right now. But,
Line drive to center
Lord.
field. That's falling quickly. That center fielder gets there, makes the grab.
Now that's a spot where they had the center fielder shifted a little bit, and they had him positioned perfectly on that.
Yeah, nice shot by Weingartner.
Yeah, Weingartner.
Yeah.
He's one of the top, absolutely, the Purdue commit is one of the top athletes in all of South Jersey.
All right, to bring up center fielder Brody McKenzie. Nolan winds. The first pitch is a breaking ball over for a strike call.
Now you see they're shading him a little more towards the left center field gap. That center fielder has moved over, so obviously they have some notes that he's going to pull, or more likely to anyway.
Yeah.
And the 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No question. And he did not. As they confirm down to the base umpire.
Man, all kinds of celebrities. You got Jeff Ball.
The 1-1 pitch
Just
is
behind the
inside for a
booth.
ball. Sorry about that, Doug.
My bad.
2-1 to count to Brody McKenzie. And a 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. It's now 2-2. Pat McKenzie, good length in this young man. Tall.
Yeah, the Hermits trying to get the scoring started early, put a little bit of pressure on GC when the bats go in their hand.
Ball fouled at the first base side and out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Good jump there. Again, with that two-out stretch, Mike Gill, I know it's a coach's dream because there's not a whole lot you have to worry about. You're going to be super aggressive, so even on a single, a kid like Oliver.
And the 2-2 pitch hits him.
Changes some things up there now, too. And you're right, because with 2 outs, obviously the runner's going on the pitch, and it seemed like they were trying to get inside on him there. They weren't going anything outside. They had him played to the left side, and they were going inside. So they were certainly trying to get him to pull something.
And I bring up the third baseman, Jack Peacock. Runners at first and second, and 2 out. Nolan Wine.
Oliver, again, keeping the attention of pitcher Nolan.
Yeah, see, I hate when the pitcher has so much focus on that runner. You got 2 outs, get that out. I don't want to see you throw that ball out into center field. Concentrate on that hitter, because if you're not concentrating on him, more walks, you're not as sharp.
The 1-0 pitch lifted to left field, but foul.
Gave that a ride.
Yes, he did. He turned on that one.
Hit.
Count now 1-1 to Jack Peacock.
Peacock, as a sophomore 2 years ago, was kind of a bit of a surprise addition to the Hermits lineup coming out of what they call camp. His older brother.
Oh, nice breaking ball over for a strike call. It's now 1-2 to Jack Peacock.
That's the pitcher's pitch there.
That's
if I'm the pitcher and you give me that, I'm going to be smiling. If I'm the hitter, probably not as happy.
So Peacock really licking his chops in his senior season.
1-2 pitch from Nolan is outside for a ball. It's now 2-2.
Interesting enough, his brother Jerry at the University of Notre Dame on the baseball program.
It's a good pitch, though, on the outside part of the plate to see if he tries to chase something, try to do too much, and pull and just roll over a ground ball.
Yeah, good discipline by Peacock. 2-2 pitch is low, so it's now full. The count runs a full to Jack Peacock. Runners at first and second, and 2 outs.
That's a good point, though, Al. That is good discipline, because that pitch is 2-2. It's on the outside part, and you try to roll that thing over.
Oh, another hit by pitch as Peacock will now make his way to first base, and the basers are now juiced for the pitcher. Hitting for himself, Jackson Vanesco. I didn't want to do that. Nolan definitely didn't want to do that in this spot because you can hear the prep bench very fired up right now.
It's an early opportunity, too, for the pitcher who hasn't even been on the mound to get himself a couple runs before he gets out there.
First pitch from Nolan of Venesco on the outside corner for a strike call. Good start for Nolan.
I don't know if Venesco is superstitious, but he's even got his Nike swoosh upside down on his belt right now.
Oh, filthy breaking ball got out of the chase.
Dude, that was dirtier than the field was this morning. Kevin Minnick, he liked that pitch.
I think everybody did. You know, now you're the pitcher. You've got him all over the place, up and in, get him off the plate, and then come back with that.
And the 0-2 pitch.
Ooh.
Breaking ball, strike three, struck him out. That will end the inning. So the prep puts 3 on the board, but cannot get them across the plate. We'll go to the bottom of the first with your score, 0-0. And we're back as we move to the bottom of the first inning, and we give you the starting lineups for Gloucester County.
Gloucester Catholic Rams.
Thank you very much. I was going to correct myself.
All right.
Batting first, playing left field, R.J. Mastaro. Batting second, playing second base, Joey Bogart. Batting third and playing third base, Matt Leahy. Batting fourth and playing right field, Adam Gates. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Jeremy Wolf. The first baseman batting sixth is Braden Foster. Batting seventh is the center fielder, Jason Morgan. Batting eighth is the DH, Vinny Davis. And batting ninth and catching, Damian Serrani. And again, the pitcher is Tanner Nolan. So, guys, the prep leaves the bases loaded last half inning. That's got to have some type of effect mentally, knowing that you've got an opportunity to knock on the door early.
Well, it's tough, too, because Venesco, who's the pitcher, obviously, he's the one that strikes out. Does he take that out to the mound with him, knowing that he strikes out with the bases loaded? So it puts him in an interesting spot. Knowing Jackson pretty well, he's a very mild guy, so he probably won't take that out to the mound with him.
All right, so the first batter to face let's go is Mastaro, the left fielder.
Yeah, Mike, Jackson Venesco been waiting his turn to be the leader of this historically illustrious prep pitching staff. You know, made a little bit of an appearance his sophomore season, but now he's the one they're going to count on in the big games.
Yeah, I want to just go back to Nolan. I loved, the way he just attacked. He threw that curveball over. He had Venesco really thinking, and he went right back to that curveball. So give him some props the way he ended that top of the first inning.
2-0 pitch from Venesco on the outside corner with a fastball for a strike call.
Yeah, Venesco's a guy, too, who he can be very erratic, but when he's on, he is excellent. He's got 3 pitches.
Oh, the 2-1 pitch is laced to center field, but right there is the center fielder,
Brody
McKenzie.
McKenzie, the Rhode Island commit, covers a lot of ground. We talked about the speed at the top of this broadcast. There is a lot to be had out there for the guys in blue and Mike's favorite, pinstripe pants.
I don't mind the pants as much with the blue solid shirt, although Lenape had the high marks for me yesterday.
Yeah, they did. They were good.
Stepping into play is Joey Bogart, who takes the first pitch over for a strike call, playing second base today.
Now, Bogart is I don't know that you can get a pitch. He will not swing and miss. This kid, great bat control.
He looks to bunt.
Crafty.
He offers and takes the strike.
Crafty. I have faced this kid so many times, and every time you just cannot get a fastball by him.
Yeah, he wears it. You could tell. Gritty. In the zone. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Bogart. High for a ball. It's 1-2. So give credit to Venesco coming out and getting a little wild in the first 2 pitches. His catcher, Sofran, wanted to go out and talk to him. He's like, no, I'm good. settled in and got him the line out. So good start. Ball's in the dirt for a ball. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, Vanesco very fiery. He's a guy that when you give him the ball, he's going to reach back and let it go.
Bogart facing a 2-2 count and a 2-2 pitch. Line drive up the middle. That'll fall for a base hit. And there it is. Mike Gill. Bogart crafty at the plate with a single.
Yeah, Bogart, pound for pound. He is an absolute stellar baseball player,
I'm
Mike.
telling you, I think he has 100 hits against me, and I've now seen 101. I feel like every tournament I've coached in, I get matched up with that kid, and he is just one of the most difficult outs to get in South Jersey.
All right.
So I was hitting number 2 in one of the best teams' lineups, by the way.
Yeah.
So you see a guy
Great
up
point.
there. You saw guys yesterday. We did Don Bosco, and that looked like a Division I college baseball team with their size. You put him in there, I'm telling you, he starts on that team because of the way he controls the bat and puts the ball in play.
Bogart takes his lead at first. Matt Leahy took the first pitch, a breaking ball over for a strike call as Vanesco goes over to first, but Bogart gets back in plenty of time.
The thing about baseball, guys, is the size isn't as big of a factor in baseball as it is maybe in other sports. You could be a small guy and find a role.
Oh, yeah. There's an Altuve cooking in every team. Go to the BFA side-by-side shot here so you can see Bogart trying to keep the attention of Vanesco.
Count now 1-1 to Matt Leahy. Leahy, the third baseman, looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High away for a ball. It's now 2-1.
It is a tough spot for Vanesco if he's going to be working from behind all day. He's got to, for Vanesco to be successful against this lineup, he has to start ahead in the count.
Vanesco sets. Pitch is lifted to center field. Dropping quickly, and it does fall for a base hit. They try to get him at second. Bogart gets there quickly. Good base running by Bogart.
That's a tough one, guys. It's in between,
Yep.
so Bogart doesn't know if the center fielder is going to get it or not, but it's, the outfielders are playing a little deeper. You're in the middle of their lineup, so they're back a step, and that thing just kind of floats in.
So now the Rams putting some pressure on the prep, and Vanesco.
Well, we already seen Bogart square up the bunt. Dennis Barth, who's now returns to Gloucester Catholic, if one thing that he had made a signature move for, it was his affection for the small ball game here at the high school level.
First pitch to Adam Gates playing right field today is inside for a ball.
He believes in putting the pressure on the defense, Mike.
He does, and this is interesting, the Hermits defense. You get the third baseman, even with the bag, but way off the line here.
Big swing and a miss by Gates. It's now 1-1. So does that mean they're planning to pitch him on the outside then if he's going to come off that line?
I would imagine, right, they're going to try to stay away because you got a dead pull swing right there.
Yep.
So you got the line so, he's off that line so much. A dead pull swing, and he hits one down the line.
Slow roller. It's not going to be hit that hard if he tries to pull an outside pitch.
Not with that swing. That thing's going to come right at you.
Right. Oh, breaking ball.
But
Gates almost changed it, but good discipline there.
I think you're right, Al. I think they're trying to get him to hit something more up the middle. Obviously, they've got double play depth up the middle there.
So Gates now with a 3-0 count. 3-0 pitch, a big swing and a miss.
And Gates isn't complying with the double play swing.
All right, so the count now 2-2 to Adam Gates. So Vanesco tries to work out of a little mini jam here. Fastball's outside for a ball. The count now runs the full. So it's 3-2 to Adam Gates. As the Rams continue to try to put pressure on the Hermits here in the bottom of the first.
I'm interested if Vanesco goes something off speed here.
Good call. Oh, we got him.
We got him. That ball got
With a
away.
breaking ball. Runners advance.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. And one of these games very much kind of similar to what we were talking about the other day at Holy Spirit and Mainland. When you have two really good teams, sometimes at the high school level, it goes overseen of the importance of having a great receiver and catcher behind the plate, especially defensively. Sofran's doing a great job this far. The ball got a little bit away from him, and that one's going to give 2 free bases.
And the first pitch to Jeremy Wolf, the shortstop, is high and away for a ball.
Yeah, and if this is a single and 2 runs come around, that strikeout there turns out to be a big play because they simply didn't catch that ball.
Yeah, it's a heck of a breaking ball coming from Vanesco. As he sets, and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside for a ball. It's now 2-0 to Jeremy Wolf. Runners in scoring position at second and third. The 2-0 pitch is fouled to the first base side and out of play.
He's constantly, though, guys, working from behind. 2-0 in the count. Now he has to challenge you. You keep having to challenge this lineup. One of these times they're going to get you.
Obviously, his adrenaline is running because of this matchup, but plus the fact he was at the play, as you mentioned earlier. Ball lifted to right field, falling quickly, but right there is the right fielder makes a grab, and that is Kyle Neri.
That is Josiah Ragsdale.
Oh, I thought I had it right. I'm sorry about that. I had it written down wrong. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the top of the second with your score, 0-0.
I wanted the RK customers to get the best possible deal, so I hired Sean Brady.
The MMA fighter?
That's the most I can give you for your trade. If I was crazy, I'll give you more, of course.
New 2021 Select models with 0% financing for 63 months, and you get RK coverage. That's ding, tire, wheel, and windshield repair. No charge.
At RK,
The customer is always right.
RK Subaru of Mainland.
All right, we're back as we move to the top of the second inning. As we have Kyle Neri, Marco Lavari, and Josiah Ragsdale. Both teams put pressure on their respective pitchers, but did not put anything across the board.
Nah, Mike Gill, you got to think that the Hermits, especially coached by Alone, chomping at the bit, leaving them loaded.
Yeah, both teams had runners in scoring position. Prep left them loaded. Rams had second and third. Both pitchers bared down and got out of it.
I'm expecting to see very chippy dugouts getting here as the innings wane on.
1-0 pitch is low and inside for a ball. It's now 2-0 to Neri. Playing left field today, not right field. Just make sure I get that clarification, guys.
Good call.
All right. And the 2-0 pitch is over for a strike call.
Yeah, Neri headed to Bryant University for his collegiate career. By far, one of the most bona fide, under-the-radar power hitters in the state.
2-1 pitch is fouled straight back and out of play. It's now 2-2.
This kid is a freshman. Goes down and has batting practice with the JV. They basically kicked him out and said, no, you got to go to the other field. And the varsity kid said their jaws were dropped his first round he ever took. And he's been a staple part of the lineup ever since.
Tough pitch to lay off right there, but it's now count moves to full, 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch lifted deep to center field. That ball is carrying. It could go, and it is out of here. Home run, Kyle Neri.
All I got to say is Neri makes me look like I have a winning lottery ticket. I called it, told you the guy can hit for power, and he rocked it there.
So a blast to center field by Kyle Neri, and it puts the Prep on the board 1-0.
Yeah, that's dead center field, guys. I mean, that thing just kept on going and going. You saw the center fielder kind of almost flip over the fence there as he thought he had a shot at it, but that thing just kept on carrying. And yesterday we had that wind blowing in, and you don't have much of that wind today, so the ball took off a little bit more.
As Marco Lavari steps to the plate, takes the first pitch over for a strike call. The Prep bench is fired up right now.
And, Doug, you talk about, as a freshman, go hitting on the other field. There's 9 guys in that bench that aren't playing that probably could start and be a winning varsity baseball team easily in this league.
It happens every year at St. Augustine.
Strike 3 struck him out as Marco Lavari goes down looking. First out of this top of the second.
I like, though, the fact that Nolan came right back after the home run and said, all right, I got to shake that off, and 3 pitches, strike out there. So that shows you the mentality what they're facing on the mound here.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Josiah Ragsdale.
This is going to be a heavyweight brawl. Ragsdale, one of the top underclassmen standouts in the winter with PBR New Jersey. He lit it up. He ran a 6.7 I believe, 60. So he's a guy that turned the lineup over, and you got him and Taylor back to back. That's just frightening.
How about Nolan, though, stepping on the gas 3 times and just saying,
All
home
right.
run, forget about it. 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts.
Back-to-back Ks for Nolan, stepping up.
I'll tell you what, I might be more impressed about that than the home run.
I might agree with you on that
I mean,
one.
guys, people are hitting home runs. That's what's happened in today's game. But him forgetting about it and blowing 6 fastballs by you, that shows me something.
Extremely impressive. So I'll bring up Ryan Taylor back to the top of the order as he lifts one in fairly deep center field. Ball carrying back, but right at the center fielder who makes the grab. And that will end the inning, but not before. The Prep puts one on the board by the home run blast by Kyle Neri. We'll go to the bottom of the second with your score. The Hermits 1, the Rams nothing.
Josh, he's got it.
So what the hell was that?
That was Coach. You can barely hear it.
No, you got All right.
All right, we're back. Here, moving to the bottom of the second inning as we lead off with Braden Foster, followed by Jason Morgan, and then Vinny Davis to round out your batting order for the bottom of the second inning.
We've seen some big boys this weekend. He might be the tallest of them all, man.
Dude, I know we saw Tommy Finnegan the other night, but man.
This guy's got to be 6'8".
First pitch is over for a strike call.
Dude, he is a large human.
Holy mackerel.
And a 1-0 pitch from Vanesco is fouled straight back. It's now 0-2. Vanesco gets ahead in the count against Foster. As Foster definitely has got the right build for first base. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike call. Gets Foster looking.
Both pitchers attacking here in the second, both settling in after that first inning and now attacking in the second. And I know Nolan gave up that home run, but man, he came back after that, and now Vanesco working ahead.
They'll now face Jason Morgan with a filthy breaking ball over for a strike.
Vanesco looks like he's spitting fire right now. He is torn. He is like fired up.
As he winds in the 0-1 pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit the left field as he gets by the third baseman. Morgan will make the turn at first.
And we talked last inning too. Hermits play their third baseman a little bit off the line a little bit, and boom, they turn on one and use that space to get a base hit.
And with a runner at first and one out, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Vinny Davis. First pitch to him is on the outside corner with a fastball for a strike call. Vanesco got a little movement on his fastball. Looks like it tails away a little bit. Vanesco gets a sign from Sofran. Checks the runner and the 0-1 pitch. Just outside for a ball. It's now 1-1.
Good sign, though, guys, for Vanesco today is that he does have that breaking pitch, throwing it for strikes.
As Vanesco keeps Morgan honest at first base.
As many tools in the tool shed as you can have against this Gloucester Catholic lineup. If you can't throw your off-speed pitch for a strike, not going to be a good day for you.
Oh, they might have picked off. Here's the throw, and they do not get him. The throw is a little bit awry. Morgan gets his – go ahead. All right, Morgan moves up to second base.
I'll tell you, though, Al, Vanesco has him picked. The first baseman took a little long to get that out. He's got to jump in and get a good throwing lane. He didn't get a good throwing lane, which caused him to kind of throw it off to the left, because he didn't have that clear lane to throw.
Yeah, excellent point. Count now 1-2 to Vinny Davis. With a runner at second base in scoring position in Jason Morgan. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball to right field, the tail end away from Ragsdale, and that ball is going to, off the glove. As Davis rolls into second, and Morgan stops at third as he had to hold up to make sure that ball wasn't caught. But almost a great job by Ragsdale as he had to go a long way.
Coach Billy Kern from Mainland has said the one thing at this field, the ball doesn't ever seem to carry really well to right field, so you can appreciate how hard that ball was hit. Ragsdale got spun around, Mike, but he did a nice job recovering.
I'll tell you, I'm watching Ragsdale off the bat, and it didn't look like he had any shot to get there, but once he did, he got the glove up and actually hit the heel of his mitt and came out. But I'll tell you what, give him credit. He got that ball in very quickly. And the run, you're right, Al, couldn't go because he was kind of stuck in between. He couldn't, whether I was tagging or not, so he couldn't go. But a good job by Ragsdale getting that in early.
Damian Sirianni, the catcher, steps to the plate with runners at second and third. And only one out. So the pressure back on the prep. So the Rams will not go away.
Real quick to go back to that pickoff play, too. Your first baseman, you want to get that to the shortstop as fast as you can. The worst case scenario is he just gets back. You want him running back to the closest base, not giving him the main base.
And the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to right field. That may score a run. As Morgan tags, and here comes the throw. And the relay, and he'll get there easily. Without a throw. So this game is now tied 1-1.
Well, that's textbook Dennis Barth baseball. You got a runner at second and third. You got less than 2 outs. You better make sure that you put that ball either in play or deep enough for the guy to score. And well done. They are able to tie the game like a good heavyweight fight. You got to win the next round.
And the teaching moment there is you see where that runner is. He's on second. They hit the cutoff man and didn't allow him to get to third, too. So that's a good job by Ragsdale hitting the cut. They didn't get the play at home, but they don't give up the extra base to that runner on second.
As we move back to the top of the lineup with R.J. Mastaro, the left fielder.
Which on this field isn't as big of a difference because the pass ball isn't as much in play because of the short backstop. But having a guy on third and second, as we know, with 2 outs is a lot different.
Count now 1-1 to Mastaro.
Can feel the energy picking up in the dugout over there at Gloucester Catholic. We get a glimpse of it in one of our BFA dugout cams.
Vinny Davis at second base, 2 outs. Mastaro with another runner 180 feet away to try to bring him in to take a lead at 2-1.
So somewhere right now up near the Don Bosco Community Center is JT Kroger, who's watching this with a front row seat, and I'm sure he's enjoying this one. Probably with an adult beverage because usually I look to the right and he's right in the chair up against the backstop. So shout out to JT Kroger. Hope you're enjoying this one.
Count goes to 1-2 to Mastaro.
I should say he's covering the Don Bosco game up at the community center. I think I misspoke.
And a 1-2 pitch from Vanesco. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Vanesco comes back and strikes out Mastaro to end the inning. But not before the Rams put 1 on the board after 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. We'll be back with the bottom of the second with your score 1-1.
All right.
We move to the bottom of the second inning. And we start off with Austin Sofran, followed by Ryan Weingartner and Brody McKenzie. Just fouled back and out of play.
Man, Nolan coming out, guys, getting ahead right off the bat. 3 strikeouts or 2 straight strikeouts last inning, and bang, comes right out firing strikes.
Well, that's how you have to turn the table.
Remember, Sofran doubled back there, so Nolan goes right after him and says, I know what you did last time, but I'm coming right after you.
Oh, one pitch is lifted to deep left field. That ball is carrying, and that ball is falling for a base hit. It's going to be a long single for Austin Sofran. As they get the ball back in quickly. That ball carried to the deepest part of left center field.
And, guys, right in the middle of that inning, I don't know if you two noticed, but the wind kind of changed a little bit in between the innings there, and that one kind of got held up a little bit.
Yeah, the jet stream got shut down, and it's funny. Coach Tony Iaconelli, been on the prep staff for more years than he'll ever admit. He was kind of looking at Sofran saying, hey, you got maybe we would have failed a police report while you're in Linwood because I think the wind just robbed you.
So Austin Sofran going 2 for 2 early in this game with a double and a single, and that brings up Ryan Weingartner.
See, now this is where I thought you were going with that, wondering why he's not on second base.
That could have been the other half.
Forget getting robbed. I want to know why you're not on second.
It could have been the other part of the conversation, I'm sure.
Weingartner lined out last time up. Oh, they got him. They got him picked off.
The courtesy runner there.
Oh, wow. Great job by Nolan to pick off the runner.
The left-handed pitchers can be so hypnotizing. You know, you can kind of just sit there and you're staring at each other, and next thing you know, the ball's on its way. That's one way to wipe away a threat.
When you have a good left-hander with a good move, it really changes the entire complexity of a running game. If you're a team that likes to run and that kid won't let you, it changes a whole dynamic of your team.
Well, and the other part with the lefty, there's a big philosophy that if you're going to steal on a lefty, you go on first movement. So a lot of these guys now are taught and coached to pitch against that. So it's make them think that this is your first move, settle down, and then go back to first.
But just being lefty doesn't mean you're born with a good move. These guys have this innate ability, as you mentioned, Doug, to get taught it, but some of them just have it. Some of them rush too much, but that one there was done very well. And Vanesco, by the way, had a good one in the second inning as well.
Yeah.
So the speedy Weingartner draws a walk with 1 out. That'll bring up the center fielder, Brody McKenzie, who was hit by a pitch last time up.
I can tell you about Coach Mike Bailone. He's if you don't at first succeed, try again. He's not going to try to stop these guys from trying to get second base here.
And that's a really good move, man. That is a really good high school move. By the way, that's a good college move and a good pro move, too. Good head movement.
All right. We'll stay here with the side-by-side.
First pitch to Weingartner. I'm sorry, to McKenzie's outside for a ball.
Weingartner right now, super aggressive on the secondary.
Yeah, remember, guys, he lined out. He laced that thing to center field his first time up. They have him shaded a little. Last time they had him shaded to right. They have now shaded him to left a little bit more this time. That runner on first, arms went flying up in the air like, my God. You know, when it gets to the point where the guy doesn't want to take more than 2 steps off the base because he saw his other guy get picked off, and he says, man, that move was really good.
That ball gets by.
Hit him.
Did it hit him? No, he's stepping back into play.
Yeah.
Stepping back in the box. Weingartner advances to second base.
Yeah, that pitch had teeth on it.
And a 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. It's now 2-2. Two pitches fouled to the first base side and out of play. Weingartner at second base after drawing a walk and advancing on a pass ball. Kenzie with an opportunity to give the Prep a lead. And there's a line drive to center field, falling quickly. Oh, great play by the center fielder as the umpire calls him out. Great job by Jason Morgan making the grab as that ball was slicing away. So that is the second out of the inning.
Man, that thing looked like it was a sure base hit up the middle. It just kind of hovered, and that center fielder came in and make a great play.
I'll bring up Jack Peacock, who was hit by a pitch last plate appearance. First pitch from Tanner Nolan is outside for a ball. Ball chopped foul. It's now 1-1 to Jack Peacock.
See that third baseman really deep at third base, knows that grass can slow things down, keep everything in front of him.
And the 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner for a strike call.
By the way, that means the coach knows that that third baseman's got a hose over there if he's playing that deep.
Oh.
I mean, he is back.
Oh, breaking ball, struck him out looking as Jack Peacock goes down. So no runs, one hit, no errors, and one left. We'll go to the top of the third with your score, 1-1 here on BFA. All right, we move to the top of the third, correct? Top of the third. As we have second baseman Joey Bogart leading off, then Matt Leahy and Adam Gates for this third inning. First pitch from Nadesco is low and away for ball. Bogart singled the first time up. Left stranded at second base. Ground ball to short. Here's the throw, and they get him. Good stretch by Marco Lavari at first base. Weingartner fields it cleanly. 6-3 put out.
Ball was not hit very hard. Weingartner to get there, and the exchange to get it out that quick is really what makes that play, because this grass really killed that thing.
Yeah,
and it wasn't hit that hard either.
No, so the effort that it had taken to actually get this field playable, I'm told there's over 60 pounds of diamond dry on the field. It's about 2,000 pounds of product that was sent in from 4 different neighboring towns.
Yep.
So, you know, we're here for the Coaches versus Cancer Classic, and this was a big reason that they wanted this to happen, hoping some people would come out, but even more people watching at home. So if you can contribute and find it in your heart to give, you can do it directly through Venmo at CVC Mainland. That's at CVC Mainland to contribute. All proceeds go to the American Cancer Society, and it would be much appreciated. So thank you for tuning in.
That 0-2 pitch is slammed to left field for a base hit.
Misplayed.
Oh, misplayed it.
Or just overran it. actually, he kind of took his eye off the ball, and it just kind of took a hop right over his mitt there, and it just kept going. I'm surprised at how much velocity that thing still had on it after it hit the ground. It seemed like, Al, that the grass was just going to kill that thing. The left fielder came up a little too quickly on it. It jumped over his glove. It just kept going.
Yeah, that ball might have been a little bit slick as well because there's probably plenty of residue from the rains earlier this morning.
I got great news for you. Audi ice cream truck is here.
Amen. First pitch is fouled straight back. As Adam Gates steps to the plate, who struck out looking last time up.
It was single and an E7 there.
Agreed.
I could go for a fudgy wudgy right now.
Wow. That kind of day, huh?
Yeah, it's just, it's right there.
And that fastball from Vanesco is over for a strike call, so it's quickly 0-2 to Adam Gates.
For those of you that are following along and you're here on the premises, be sure you visit the table over by the front of the admissions area. You can sign up, get some raffles, opportunity to win some autographed Mike Trout merchandise. Got cleats, some turfs, sneakers over there. And then, of course, all of the Coaches versus Cancer gear. So be sure to check that on out. And the concession stand also takes Venmo, so you can jump on in. I think Mike Gill looks like he's hungry. I know Al always is. So that's
Matt
just
Leahy at second base. Adam Gates, the 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. It's now 2-2.
See if Vanesco, again, tries to use a little off speed here. He was ahead in the count, 0-2.
Oh, nice breaking ball in the outside corner as he struck him out for the second time looking. That'll bring up Jeremy Wolf, the shortstop, with 2 outs and a runner at second.
I mean, that's exactly what you need Vanesco to do. In a heavyweight fight, you got a runner sitting over there in scoring position. You just lock it down. Great job by him right there.
First pitch to Jeremy Wolf, playing shortstop today, is outside for a ball.
You know, that's the setup there. You know, he's ahead 0-2, and then he gets 2-2, and it says, okay, now I can come with my off-speed pitch because you haven't seen it yet.
Wolf flied out the right field his last time up. That ball's in the dirt. It's now 2-0. Jackson Vanesco gets his sign from Sofran of the pitch. Is that fouled straight back?
So this is an interesting count. It's 2-1. He's throwing his off-speed pitch for strikes, though. Does he come with that here and then really try to regain control of the mind of the hitter?
Yeah, with a 2-1 count. Where do you go, guys?
I'm throwing something off speed, but see if he trusts it. Just only, and I say that only because he's throwing it for strikes.
Yeah, he's been all around the plate with his breaking ball and his off-speed stuff.
Yeah, runner in scoring position tie game. You got to make him earn it.
Ball pounded third base side and foul. Count now 2-2 to the shortstop, Jeremy Wolf.
Now this is where I like something a little up over his hand, see if I can get him to chase something a little bit out of the zone, get him a little anxious, see if he can get it up over the hands a little bit.
Vanesco gets his sign from Sofran. Checks the runner. He steps off and looks like Leahy got a little bit of his attention. There's a 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight up and into the, what do we call this again? Cage, screen?
This would be a backstop.
Backstop.
Looks like a UFC arena.
Yeah, it does. It does look like the
old WWF cage match.
Right, it looks
WWE.
like the Hell in a Cell.
So count now even at 2-2.
Man, did you guys see that UFC fight last night?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Ooh.
I did not. I was looking at the back of my eyelids.
That was difficult to watch on replay. I can tell you that.
Saw a fight with sheep. I was counting them. Again, the count even to Jeremy Wolf. with 2 outs. And Leahy at second base as he takes a good lead out there. The 2-2 pitch is slammed, foul on the third base side.
You know, Mike, so it was I know you've called some MMA bouts in your time. But
Pat Sabatini last night on the card. I've called a lot of his fights.
Yeah. So last night, with Hall winning that match because the other guy had broken his foot.
Oh, man.
He was the first guy to ever win an MMA fight without actually striking an opponent.
You know, and
ball lifted to the center field line drive. This looks like it's going to fall for a base hit. It does. It goes all into the gap. Leahy will score, and the Rams take a 2-1 lead. And there goes Wolf going into third. And the Rams bench is absolutely jacked up.
And rightfully so. Look at them. They got a lot to celebrate. They just did some cleaning on this dirty field. Those bases are now just with one.
What happened?
So now the bases left with just one guy. Clean
Yep,
them
we
up.
got a runner at third base. Yep. So Leahy at second scored on that triple.
Wow.
The Rams take a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the third. Ooh, big swing and a miss by the big man, Braden Foster.
You know, and that's where the 2-2, you would say that pitch is too good. You gave him too good of a pitch there.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, just missed on the inside corner. It's 1-1.
You are trying as the pitcher to make the batter get himself out. Too many times the pitcher is trying to get the batter out. Let the batter get himself out.
That's an excellent point. All right, so Foster with a 1-1 count. Struck out last time looking. Pitches outside for ball. It's now 2-1.
By the way, he hustles to third on that, and a lot of it is because just simple things. The cutoff was not a clean cutoff, which allowed him to get into third standing up without a throw.
Vanesco fires in. Big swing and a miss by Braden Foster. The count now evens at 2-2.
So Foster, in his last at-bat, tied this game up with his RBI shot.
So a question for you guys. Jeremy Wolf's shot. Was that a double in advance on the throw, or was that a triple?
I think it was a triple.
Yeah, I think he was going for 3.
Ooh, strike 3 struck him out, looking for the second time in this ball game, but not before the Rams put one on the board. They take the lead 2-1. We'll move to the bottom of the third, I believe. With
Top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth. All right, thanks. Next time, don't change that. We'll be back. As we move to the top of the fourth inning, it is the top of the fourth inning, now the bottom of the third. With the prep coming to the plate, Jackson Vanesco, Kyle Neri, and Marco Lavari to face Tanner Nolan. First pitch to breaking ball that hangs up there for a ball.
He got Vanesco shopping in his last trip to the plate.
And the 1-0 pitch is outside for a ball. I think Nolan didn't like that call. A little body language there. 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to second base. Throws and fires and gets him. Nice play by Joey Bogart down at second to retire Vanesco.
As solid as Bogart is at the plate, he is equally as fun to watch in the field.
That'll bring up Kyle Neri, who did what last time up, gentlemen?
He opened the scoring up in this one. Crushed that home run.
Hit a bomb to center.
What's that center field number say out there? I can't see it.
It says 300, but
That's
actually,
not 300.
It's,
I was going to say 300.
It's actually
I thought it said
385.
that, which is why I didn't say it, because I was like, I can't say. It's not what my eyes are telling me. It
Nah.
can't be 300.
When we were walking the facility on the logistics run on Thursday, our producer Ryan Schumacher and I, we had looked out there, and I'm like, there's no way that fence is 300 feet. So we asked Kern. He said it's
Shot up the middle, almost gets Nolan as Neri with a single up the middle.
Yeah. So he said, unfortunately, when they ordered the signs, they didn't realize that the signs were supposed to be different. So somebody put the order in the athletic department. They all say 300, but it's actually 309 to left, 307 to right, and it's like 385 to dead center.
So with Neri at first and one out, that brings up Marco Lavari, who struck out last time looking.
Great move. Oh.
Called a balk on that one.
Don't play. Here we got it. We got some action here.
And it's pitching coach Steve Mondile.
Wow.
Who disagrees a bit with the caller.
It's getting fun and frisky here.
Well, we knew the energy levels would be definitely high, and it's starting to get chippy.
So Marco Lavari with a golden opportunity to not going to run, tie this game up. The runner at second base. First pitch is low and away for a ball.
Well, there's
and the 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball. It's now 2-0.
How do you like your eggs, Mike? Over easy in the morning?
I actually had eggs this morning, and I made them scrambled. Thank you very much.
I was wondering.
Do I dare say this on a broadcast? I have a feeling that the coach is not out there just to settle his player down.
No.
He wants to be broken up. No, he went out quickly. He did go out to settle him down.
I would.
Yep. Uh-oh.
So he's telling him it's a charge visit.
All right.
And he's making sure he knows the count. I think he said.
I thought I heard him say 2-1.
2-1. 2-0.
2-0. Yeah. Okay. So Marco Lavari with a 2-0 count. Again, a runner at second base in Kyle Neri. And a 2-0 pitch. Fastball high for a ball. It's now 3-0. Nolan checks a runner and sets, and the 3-0 pitch is right over the middle for a strike call, so it's now 3-1. A pitch he had to take, obviously, at 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the balk, there is a dynamic and a degree.
Ball popped up and lifted. Second baseman Bogart calling for it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, makes a grab.
Wow.
Wow, great job by Bogart. You said earlier on, this guy, he is a baseball player's baseball player.
Yeah, he really is. And that thing's sky high. It's a really tough sky today because it's so overcasty, and that thing just keeps going, and he just stuck with it.
All right, for the second out of the inning, now it brings up Josiah Ragsdale, the right fielder.
Well, guys, if we know one thing about Nolan, it's what we've seen before. He gave up that home run, and then he settled in and had probably his best sequence. And now, after that ball call and some fireworks, he settles right back in and gets ahead of the hitter here.
Yeah, I'm impressed with his maturity. He definitely locks in.
There he goes. I'm more impressed with his maturity than yours.
It's only the gray hair. I don't have maturity. It's just the gray hair. The count now 0-2 to Josiah Ragsdale. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
I like that pitch.
Yep, so do I. Agreed.
And now he's got a full, arsenal. Here comes a little off speed, I would imagine.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Neri try to steal a base here, even with 2 outs.
Pitch fouled away. Count remains 1-2.
Sometimes you feel the momentum in a game and in a spot, so you kind of already have this dynamic. They're twisted over the ball call. Coach Bailon likes to sometimes turn the temperature up on the other team, put some pressure. Wouldn't surprise me here to see him try to steal third.
By the way, he just threw a fastball there with a timeout call, so that could give you a little insight of what he was doing. And he changed it up. He showed a fastball there.
Let's see if he does. He comes back with a fastball right up the middle. That's going to go in for a base hit. Here comes Neri with all that speed. He's going to come in, and he's going to be safe at home.
What a heck of a run by Neri. He didn't hesitate at all with 2 outs, green light, and that was a fantastic executed slide there.
Oh, Beautiful slide by Neri. They should have had him dead to rights, but great job by him.
Tell you, the cut man got there just a little late. The center fielder makes a really good throw. The cut man was running in. I don't know that he would have had him there. And by the way, just a perfectly placed ball up the middle by Ragsdale. I mean, he hits it in the one spot in the infield. I mean, they're playing him over to the left a little bit. He just gets it to the left of the bag.
Ragsdale advancing to second base on the throw home, and now we have Ryan Taylor, the Penn commit, who grounded it out to short, flat out to center his last 2 times up. Ground ball to short. Gobbled up and fires. Good pick by the first baseman, but they call him safe. So he looks like he beat the play.
Throw a little bit in the dirt there. He did pick, but he didn't get it corralled in the glove. He was trying to bobble it and corral it with his hand, and it's a good call by the first base umpire. I think that's John Dubel down there.
So do we call that an infield single, or is it an E6?
Probably a throw that's
Taylor's
in the dirt
not
a
slow.
little bit.
Taylor's not slow.
Well, the home book is the official one. So that would be the one. And, of course, Josh Friedman, Kevin Minnick, Michael McGarry, they're all over here. So in between innings, we'll see how they scored it.
As a pitcher, that's an E.
Of course.
Wow.
Oh, ball
they hit
thrown
the
up
camera. All right.
Oh, wow. Ragsdale's going to score. And they're calling timeout. Hold on a second.
They are calling timeout.
What? So what did it?
Well, I'll tell you
Probably
this.
has to do with the camera.
The play at the plate
camera's
was
out of play.
The play at the plate was going to be inconsequential because the umpire was walking up the third baseline calling time anyway, so he wasn't even watching this play at the plate here. So this is going to be a dead ball.
Run does scores. The home play umpire points to home. So it's now a.
Yeah, the ball bounced off the spectator and back in, so it was ruled a dead ball.
Right there, right, exactly.
So
The
Taylor.
run is going to count, though.
Yeah, the run does count.
Counts. As Josiah Ragsdale makes this a 3-2 ball game, with Ryan Taylor at third base and Austin Sofran at the plate.
And the dead ball part of it is that he gets to advance to third base on that because it was out of play and dies right there. You know, and that's a play. Man, we talked about this earlier. It might have been in this game or a game earlier with 2 outs. A lefty pitcher, by the way, and he's trying to pick a guy off at third base with 2 outs. You've got to focus on this hitter here and get that guy out.
Sofran with an 0-2 count. He calls timeout. This is the second time that's happened in this half inning. Sofran being the gentleman that he is, thanks the umpire for giving him time. Playing it up well. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball high for a ball.
I love that 0-2. That's one. It
Changing
raises the eye level, and now you can spin something. The eye level's up, and then that thing breaks down, freezes them.
Hopefully Sofran can't hear you. He's ready for it. And
There
he does
was.
do that. There's a shot to right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit and go all the way to the fence. Sofran motored into second base. He may go to third. He is going to third. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, and it's safe. He's safe into third base with a sliding triple.
Well, you know, the last time the ball, he hit it all the way to the fence, he was still standing at first base. This time, he took Coach Iaconelli's advice, and there was fire coming out of his keister as he got out of the box. And next thing you know, he makes it all the way to third.
Yeah, jumped on his imaginary horse and walked all the way around. You're right. I wonder if the hitter heard me there because he stayed back on that very nicely and drove that thing to right field. It was almost as if he knew an all-speed pitch was coming there.
You're like a coach behind the backstop. And that'll bring out Ryan Weingartner. He chops one to third. Picked nicely and across the diamond, and that will end the inning, but not before the Hermits pick up 3 in the top of the 4th. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th with your score 4-2 on BFA Sports. All right, move to the bottom of the 4th inning for Gloucester Catholic, and we'll start off with Jason Morgan, followed by Vinny Davis and Damian Suriani.
Hopefully that's a popular name around these days, around this area.
What's that?
Suriani.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sirianni, Suriani.
Sorry, it's spelled a little differently.
You know.
That's all right. Tomato, tomato. Doesn't matter.
Close enough.
All right. First pitch is laced to right field. Here comes Ragsdale. He got a beat on it, and he makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I haven't seen a lot of those today.
No, we haven't. No.
You know, and with the pitch count, a lot of times coaches will say, take a pitch, make him throw a pitch. If you throw 1 pitch every inning, that's 3 right there just by taking 1. And how many do you get in a week, You only get so many.
Now stepping to the plate is the designated hitter, Vinny Davis, who had a double last time up.
That pitch count, though, really, if you have coaches that want your team to be aggressive and get up there swinging, but on the flip side, you want to have the guy work his pitch count. It's kind of a catch-22 on your philosophy there.
You have to. I mean, in some of these big-time matchups, getting into the bullpen is so important.
We saw it at least twice yesterday where the starting pitcher dominated the Atlantic City game. The kid has a no-hitter with 10 strikeouts. He has to come out because of the pitch count, and they lose that game.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch. So we're for a strike call. It's now even up at 2-2.
It's one of the biggest reasons that both teams in each of these dugouts have dominated for as many years as they have, because they generally have waves of pitching.
And Vanesco gets him swinging as Vinny Davis goes down on strikes. For the second out of the inning, that'll bring up Damian Suriani, who had a sac fly last time up.
Yeah, you're getting 150 pitches in a week. So you might throw 80 on Tuesday and you have 70 left. Most 17, 18, 19-year-old kids aren't getting through a game with 70 pitches.
No, not usually.
By the way, most major leaguers aren't getting through 6, 7 innings anymore with 70 pitches.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing how quickly they pull some of these guys. But, there's big investments at the pro level in some of these arms. I mean, everybody thought a guy like Strasburg was nuts. Him and his agent and the way the Nationals were handling him early in his career, but it was a difference maker, and it's helped him get some extra miles.
Ooh, nice pitch on the outside corner.
On the flip side, a guy like Matt Harvey, who wanted to push through and just pitch through, he ended up hurting himself pretty well and hurt himself in the wallet. Now, the story is pretty well known that he came to the Baseball Performance Center, also where Jackson Vanesco trains in the offseason, to get himself back on track.
Pounded foul.
But
it's a nice pitch by Vanesco, by the way. 1-2, showing him a little wrinkle there.
Yeah, speaking of the Baseball Performance Center, one of the sponsors of Coaches vs. Cancer, along with 220 Second and On Baseball, the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League.
There you go, up over the hands, and now he can show the wrinkle again.
Count evens up at 2-2.
That's such a good 1-2 spot right there.
And a 2-2 pitch from Vanesco.
Yeah, he tried
Breaking
it.
Ball. High and away, got away from it a little bit.
Good thought, though. Now you got to attack him.
Count now full to Suriani. And he winds in a 3-2 pitch in the dirt. He draws a walk.
It's a good at bat there, too, because you're the 9-hole hitter trying to turn that thing back over, and that's where Vanesco, with that count, you want to try to attack him there, knowing you're at 9. Don't want to get back to the top of the order there.
So Suriani draws a 2-out walk, and then I'll go back to the top of the order with R.J. Mastaro, who lined out to center and struck out last time up. We had a runner come in, number 13. I don't know if you have a roster. Ball gets away from Sofran, but he's able to gather himself. The runner does not advance. I think we have. Ball popped up to the first base side. Lavari gives chase. He goes out of play. Count now 1-1. To Mastaro. Umpire calls timeout. I don't know what that was for, but he called time, and we're ready to get going as Vanesco gets his sign from Sofran and winds. And that pitch is high for a ball. It's now 2-1.
The last couple of off-speed pitches hasn't had much on them.
Yeah, they've hung up there a little bit for Vanesco. And that fastball is high and away for a ball. It's now 3-1.
Yeah, that little dip in the velocity there.
Again, Vanesco probably wants to get Mastaro here as he's now at the top of the order. Doesn't want to get in an immediate order. As pressure continues on by the Rams. And he does lose Mastaro, so that's a second walk in a row for him.
I think you're going to get some bullpen action, or you're going to get a pitching change here, one or the other. I see 48 jumping up here. Andrew Gaines looks like he's going to get himself going.
So,
Probably
guys, there's not to interrupt, but a familiar face for some of the Hermits fans, and I had to do a double take, but I did confirm that is actually Billy Chalari, pitcher who went to Duke and used to torch and was nightmares to so many guys in South Jersey. So he returns to take a seat on the St. Augustine coaching staff.
Very well-known name. South Jersey baseball lure.
Yeah, so Gaines, the junior, this is a stall right here. They're trying to get him to go down to the bullpen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, he literally, I saw him standing up here in the dugout, and as that count ran, and then when he walked and he started to peel to the bullpen, this was the talk to get him going. And if Vanesco here, this is a tough spot because Bogart, you're not striking him out. And if he does, this is a huge out for Vanesco.
And there's a look at the Hermits dugout. Coach Bylone trying to get him to just stay focused.
First pitch is a strike call to Joey Bogart, who was hit by a pitch the first time up. No, I'm sorry. He had it single, and he grounded out the short last time up. So he is 1 for 2. That nice breaking ball.
Missed.
Just missed. Maybe by a little.
I mean, it didn't miss to me, but.
1-1 count to Joey Bogart. A runner in scoring position at second. And a runner at first. Oh, nice breaking ball by Vanesco as he settles in. Count moves to 1-2.
Good confidence by Vanesco to go right back to it. He just missed with the first one, but he said, I'm going to show it to you again.
It's Bogart.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again here, by the way.
Come back with a breaking ball or call timeout for Joey Bogart because he's playing a little cat and mouse.
Show that deuce one more time here. See if you can get him.
All right. 1-2 pitch to Bogart. Line drive, tailing, just fouled on the third base side, first base side, I should say.
Yeah, and, just knowing Bogart, you're not getting a fastball by him. So if you can try to sneak that curve one more time and see if he rolls it over is the objective there, because I don't think Vanesco has to know in his mind, I'm not striking this guy out. He's just too good. He's going to put the bat on the ball. But can I get him to be out in front and just beat a little grounder into the ground?
Yeah, I really like this Joey Bogart and his approach. Defensively, offensively, the whole attitude. Again, like I said, he's a baseball player. He's a baseball player. 1-2 count.
There it is.
Ooh, good breaking ball, but Bogart does a great job of fouling that off to the.
Al, it's a great point because he didn't like it. But he knows if he doesn't swing at it, it's a strike. But I'm just going to – that's how good of a hitter he is. I don't like it. I'm just going to get out of here. Beat me again. What a battle.
1-2 pitch. Good take by Bogart as that was out of the zone for a ball. It's now 2-2.
Man, now you're really in the heads of each of these guys here.
Mm-hmm.
You see Bylone, he's pacing back and forth saying, man, this kid is got – because I'm sure they're calling the pitches.
All right, as Vanesco checks the runner and the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Scoops and fires at Taylor. Nice job by him as that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits. 2 runners left. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth with your score, 4-2. All right, we move to the top of the fifth inning with Brody McKenzie leading off, followed by Jack Peacock and Jackson Vanesco. That first pitch was out of the zone for a ball. One 1-0 pitch, fastball out of the zone again. It's now 2-0. Brody McKenzie got on as he was hit by a pitch in the first, and then a line out to center field his last time up. That pitch is fouled straight back. It's now 1-1.
That thud that you actually hear, we have a microphone in the backstop.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's right here.
Oh, how about that? I like it. FX. Oh, there's a shot to deep left field. It's carrying quick, and that ball is a one-hopper to the fence. McKenzie trucks into second. He'll stand with a double to left field. He jumped on that one, guys.
I don't know. I mean, usually we're giving out judging rating for the guys with the uniforms, but how'd you like that celebration at second? A lot of guys wave, but that was something.
I missed the celebration, but I did like the swing and the sound off the bat because he turned on that thing perfectly.
And that ball got out there quick.
I mean, that's a textbook swing and absolutely drove it.
So McKenzie at second base and nobody out. Jack Peacock steps to the plate, who was hit by a pitch and struck out looking his last time up. First pitch to him is high for a ball.
Somebody tell Mike Frankel that his camera's in the way if he wants to stay on our platform. Of course, I love Mike Frankel. Usually does some basketball for us at BFA, and great work over there with the Jersey Sports Zone. Happy to give him our scaffolding at a handsome rate per hour.
That 1-0 pitch was low and inside for ball to Peacock. Ball grounded in the hole. Ooh, it's gonna looks like it's gonna be an inside. Look at that.
Wow.
I'm gonna get that right.
Well, they
What
got
a
him at
heads-up
second
play.
base.
That's a hell of a heads-up play there by Wolf. I mean, because he has no play at first. The runner off second doesn't think he's going to even think about looking back there, and he snaps it over to second. And by the way, good job by Bogart. We talk about him again, another smart baseball play to be at the bag. What am I going to do if the ball's hit to me? That's the question you need to ask before every play. And both of those guys, Bogart says, what am I going to do if the ball's hit to him?
Yeah. So how do you score that? Is that just a put out? Is that an infield single and a put out at second? Because
Fielder's
it's not
choice.
a fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
There's no
Fielder's
force.
choice.
Fielder's choice.
Okay. Fielder's choice it is, gentlemen. We're sure about that, right?
Yep.
All right. I see you looking in your rule book.
The complexity of the play can't be taken into effect there. It's the fact that he chose to throw to second as opposed to first.
Yeah, because the argument would be he could have made a potential play at first base. Although he probably maybe didn't have one, but that is going as a fielder's choice.
All right, the pitcher Jackson Vanesco at the plate. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch to breaking ball way outside for a ball.
That is just impressive on all levels. The shortstop having the wherewithal to look to second, the second baseman being there. There's no play at second. There's no need for him to be there, really, in reality. The runner was already on second base.
That 2-1 pitch is lifted to deep right field, up going back, and that ball is a one-hopper to the fence. Vanesco trucking into second. And here comes Peacock as he'll stop at third. And stand-up double for Jackson Vanesco.
Wow, some PO power to pick up the Hermits. And now, big-time spot here as they got runners at second and third with one out.
Well, you notice, guys, normally, you talk about PO. He's hitting sixth in the lineup. There's no DH hitting for the pitcher today, so they know Vanesco has a beautiful left-handed swing. He turns on him, and the right fielder is out there, Gate, just twisting and turning. I mean, he just could not get a beat on that thing.
Guys, just think about the unfortunate situation with the fielder's choice of getting picked off at second base. What? What happened? All right.
It looks like we got an intentional walk here, by the way.
There's a couple things going on. Number one, Vanesco isn't listed as Vanesco.
So
it was for
C.J. Fury's going to run, by the way, out at second base.
Yeah, funny, wearing his older brother's former number 42, Brian, who is serving us in the U.S. Naval Academy.
Both of the Furies I've had, and when I talk about the list of nice kids,
oh yeah,
I told you how many nice kids. Furies are way above those two guys I told you yesterday.
Yes, you did. I will attest to that.
Furies.
There's no
Brian
Fury. There's no
CJ.
Fury to Furies,
No,
right?
those two.
That's right.
So they walked, by the way. They just had an intentional
Yes,
walk.
they did.
Yeah, guess who they intentionally walked? Kyle
Neri.
Neri. Wonder why.
What'd he do? He only hit a home run and had a single last time up. That ball's popped up by Marco Lavari to right field. And here comes the throw to home. It's going to be close.
Out.
And they get him at home on a double play.
Wow. That's a big-time play out there from the right fielder, keeping his composure. And you got to gamble there.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Great job by Gates.
The ball is hit deep enough that you take the shot. And by the way, textbook baseball, he hits the cutoff man perfectly. The cutoff man has the hands up ready to take the throw, and he throws a strike home. He had it by 2 feet.
Yeah, so no one works out of that one with a double play. It'll be a 9-2 double play. And that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth with your score, 4-2 on BFA Sports. All right, we move to the bottom of the fifth as the Rams of Gloucester Catholic come to the plate with a down 4-2. And we have Leahy, Gates, and Wolf to face Vanesco. Matt Leahy, the third baseman, shows bunt and bunts foul.
Man, this is a great game to put on for the 13, 14, 15-year-old level because hit your cutoff mans.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your arm is, hit your cutoff man, or at least throw it head level so that if the cutoff man has to get out of the way, it'll get there. But that was a perfect example of hitting the cutoff man and getting the out at the plate.
Vanesco winds, and the 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. It's now 1-1. Leahy, last time up, actually got on with a single, but advanced to second on the error by the left fielder.
Sometimes that gets lost in the sauce too, guys, is you might have a great arm and think you can reach the plate, but that doesn't always mean you're accurate.
Yeah, the accuracy thing is huge.
And that 1-1 pitch hangs up there for a ball. It's now 2-1.
See it all the time. These guys just try to, like, wind up from the outfield and just fire it away. But if it's nowhere near the plate, it's like, who cares how hard you can throw?
More bullpen action for the Hermits. Gaines is continuing to throw. I mean, showed a little confidence in Vanesco after he doubled there to go back out with him here. They said, all right, this is your game. You got it. He got into a little trouble.
Count moves to 3-1 to Mastar. I'm sorry, to Leahy. Oh, that ball's lifted to left field, hit fairly deep. Taking Neri way back, and that ball is gone! Home run! Matt Leahy with a shot to left field, and now this game is a 4-3 ball game.
And guys, we just talked about they went with Vanesco out there. They had some bullpen action last inning, but they showed the confidence and went with them. And Leahy, the 3-hole hitter, just turns on one.
True. Did he ever?
Yeah, Neri looked like he might have had a beat on it, but ran out of real estate. That's a home run by Matt Leahy.
And you wonder if they stuck with him one batter too late.
Good point, because here comes Coach right now.
Yeah, so Bylone goes to make the changes. Mike Ney goes out to take the ball from Vanesco.
This is interesting, too, because Gates is the hitter. He struck him out looking twice. So he's had this hitter's number, but they're going to make a change.
Vanesco still will leave with a 4-3 run lead here in the fourth. And I think it is Gaines, Mike.
Yeah, Gaines has been warming up, and this is a big boy, by the way, the junior coming into the game.
So one little point I would like to make, Adam Gates is going to be the next batter up. Vanesco's had his number with 2 strikeouts looking is both his times. You said that already? Oh, you did?
Obviously, you're not listening to me yet again, Al.
I'm sorry, I did it again.
Yeah, and Gaines a transfer from Cherokee.
I apologize, Mr. Gill.
That's okay. It was a very good point to bring up again because you're right. He got his number twice today. He got him twice. So that's why you were wondering, all right, he's got this guy here. But the home run, and again, I was not overly surprised because maybe you got the double, you settle in, this is your game. But I was a little surprised they went back out there with him, knowing that he got in some trouble last week. His velocity seemed to be a little down last inning, and you had somebody warmed up.
So did I hear Vanesco is going over to first? He's going to – okay.
So the line on Vanesco, 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits, and the 3 runs, including that home run there. So 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits for Vanesco today.
All right, so defensively it looks like Jackson Vanesco goes over to first base. Andrew Gaines now on the mound, number 48, and that would be the changes for this half inning. So Vanesco, I mean, stood up to the challenge, pitched well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, this is a great lineup that he's facing here. He gave up, the run in the second inning, settled in, had a little bit of trouble in the first, got out of it, gave up the run in the second, settled in the third, got out of a little bit of a trouble there, gave up a run, had a nice inning in the fourth, and then, of course, he gives up the leadoff home run there. But, he didn't have that clean inning, and I thought maybe the last inning he showed a little bit of fatigue. But overall, I mean, look, you hold this lineup to 3 runs, hat tip.
So Andrew Gaines will face Adam Gates, who struck out both times when he faced Vanesco.
Both times looking, too.
Yes, he did.
Another quick shout-out to some of our additional sponsors. New Jersey Baseball, Coach Mike LaHood, appreciate his sponsorship, along with Darcy, Day, and Johnson Law Firm, DJDlawyers.com.
First pitch, Adam Gates is a big swing and a miss as he looks to make up for those 2 Ks looking. Probably looking to follow up Matt Leahy with that home run with that swing. And the 0-1 pitch is over for a strike call as Gaines ahead of the count quickly, 0-2.
You can see the fence shaking over in the GC dugout.
And you can feel this is a moment in the game right here. Gaines coming in, the home run.
And the 0-2 pitch.
That's an overthrow.
Yes, it was.
That's a, hey, I hear your dugout, and I want to shut you up, and I'm just going to put a little extra on this.
Gaines with a little grunt after that pitch. Andrew Gaines in relief of Jackson Vanesco. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. It's now 2-2.
Now you can see off the bat here, Gaines likes that slider. He likes to throw a lot of stuff hard. He forgot the fastball and that slider, so a lot of hard stuff from him.
Gaines gets his sign for so fan, winds in the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Looks like Ragsdale's calling it. Actually, Taylor's calling for it. He makes the grab.
Gotta love the catcher, by the way. Yelling up, letting him know that the ball's in the air, directing everybody in the field. That's what you want from your catcher, to let your infielders know. Because sometimes that ball can go up and you don't know where it is right off the bat sometimes.
I didn't know where it was. I had to follow Austin Sofran.
Well, a lot of times, too, this cage will take that away.
Sure.
You know, the top of this cage takes away that infield pop-up like that.
Jeremy Wolf now steps to the plate with 1 out. And a run on over the plate for the Gloucester Catholic Rams. That ball's popped foul and out of play.
And that one was a New Road special, as it just missed a couple windshields as it bounced across into what was the Prudential Center at one point.
And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Good wasted pitch by Gaines. It's now 1-2. So he attempted to get Jeremy Wolf to swing at a bad pitch.
Yeah, this is 1-1-2, up over your hands. See if you can get him swinging at something. Get it up, get the eye level moving. Change the eye level.
1-2 pitch. Fouled back. As Wolf stays alive, 1-2.
He likes that. He likes that tight slider there.
We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. A run across for the Rams after the home run by Leahy. Oh, that pitch just missed. It's now 2-2 to Jeremy Wolf.
Yeah, I think that Sweetfriend thought that was over. He looked like he was ready to whip that thing around the horn.
Gaines winds in the pitch. Grounded foul down the third base side.
Good battle, but 2-2. You can still use that, get one up over the hand, see if you get him chasing here.
You can see that crowd out here enjoying this afternoon for a fantastic cause, the Coaches versus Cancer Classic. You can contribute by going to Venmo at CVC Mainland.
Nice pitch.
And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Jeremy Wolf for the second out of the inning.
Guys, and Gaines just kept with that slider. He started it off. He used it throughout that at-bat, and he did not get away from it.
No, he's trying to play to his strengths. Have confidence in your pitches, exactly what he did.
And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Braden Foster, who struck out looking both times up. Pitch from Gaines. Breaking ball in the dirt for a ball.
Foster also struck out twice looking.
Thank you, Mike. I could have sworn I heard that before. That ball's lifted to left field. Hit fairly deep and taken Neri back, and that ball hits the fence. Foster rolls into second base with a double. And that ball carried. That looked like a routine fly ball to left.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple innings ago. The wind kind of took a little bit of a change, and that thing just kind of kept on going. And, yeah, you have that kind of snow fence out there. It just kind of hit that fence, guys. It just died there. It's not like Summers Point the other night where the ball hits the fence and caroms back off. That just hit the fence and just died.
Yeah, Foster's showing some Oppo taco power.
I was just making sure you were paying attention to me, Al.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, you weren't paying attention to me this time.
Right, but I was seeing if you were paying attention that I did the exact same thing that you did.
I am.
on the same thing. That was my point.
Well,
nice work.
Your pinch runner
Touche.
is number 25.
All right, so that brings up Jason Morgan, the center fielder. About a single and lined out to right field his last time up. Runner at second base with 2 outs. That ball's fouled at the plate.
You're seeing a lot of hard slider, guys. A lot of hard sliders. So you're hoping for something to beat into the ground. Ground balls with 2 outs here.
Gaines does have a very effective slider.
Man, I'll tell you, they got that third baseman. He is playing way off the bag over there. They really like that off the bag there, which he's won a lot more games than I have, so.
Oh, we heard that one. Man, that caught him. So Morgan hit by a pitch. Will go to first base. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Vinny Davis, who had a double and struck out last time up in the 4th inning.
Obviously a big spot here. No action in the Hermits bullpen here, so this is Gaines.
Look at it.
Yeah, Gaines definitely has the stuff. You could tell he has the stuff. Just a little off right now, and they really do trust him. First pitch is fouled straight back at the backstop. So it's 0-1 to Vinny Davis. Again, with runners at first and second and 2 out. We have ourselves a heck of a game here between the St. Augustine Hermits and Gloucester Catholic Rams. Being brought to you by BFA Sports. And that 0-1 pitches in the dirt. Nice job by Sofran to keep it with him.
Yeah, he's a super athletic catcher, a youngin. He's a sophomore. So to be able to hold it down.
Man, big time.
You could sleep well at night for 3 years now knowing you have a solid catcher because they're hard to find, man.
Yeah, it's interestingly enough, his older brother, Anthony, was a standout player.
Oh, and a 1-1 pitch catches the inside corner for a strike.
2 seasons ago for the Hermits, now down at Washington College playing for Coach Corey Beddick.
Talk about athletes, I got Duke McCarron over here who's playing left field now at Ocean City. Talk about an athlete. I had to catch him because he was the best athlete I could find. He hated it, but heck of a catcher.
Oh, strike 3, struck him out, looking as Davis goes down for the last out of the inning. But the Rams score 1 on the home run by Matt Leahy. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the top of the 6th with your score 4-3 on BFA Sports. All right, we're back as we move to the top of the 6th inning as the Prep comes to the plate with a 4-3 lead. And leading off the top of the 6th is Josiah Ragsdale, the right fielder who struck out and had an RBI single the last time up. We have Ragsdale, Taylor, and Sofran to face Tanner Nolan again, who's going into the 6th inning. It's a big swing and a miss by Josiah Ragsdale.
Coach Bylone putting the screen on over there at third base.
Quickly 0-2 to Josiah Ragsdale.
Trying to show the batter, but coach isn't having it.
It's a great all-speed pitch, by the way. Now you got everything at your disposal.
And the 0-2 pitch from Nolan.
Yep.
Ooh, tough one to lay off, but it was a bit out of the zone, so it's now 1-2 to Ragsdale.
Great spot.
And the 1-2 pitch.
Yep.
Oh, and he gets him swinging. Drop third strike, throws down to first and gets him.
What a sequence there, guys. There's the upstairs, get the eye level up, come back with the deuce. Thanks for playing.
So with the first out of the inning, that'll bring up Ryan Taylor.
I just love that sequence from pitchers. I mean, that's one of the best sequences is when you're ahead, waist up, get the eye level up, and then drop the deuce, get the eye level dropping, and it's 80% effective.
Yeah, the seesaw pitching strategy. Get them out of their comfort zone.
Yep. It's all about changing the eye level.
First pitch to Taylor is outside for a ball.
I love the confidence in Coach Barth keeping him out there. Still down 1, but he's keeping them right in the game, and they feel as if they're going to have an opportunity. 2 frames left to hit for the Rams.
And Nolan still has good stuff. I mean, obviously, he looks like he's still in the zone. Doesn't look like the energy and the momentum has worn him down at all. And there's a strike call. It's now 2-1 to Ryan Taylor. Taylor to pen commit. Takes a ball. It's now 3-1 to him.
Yeah, Taylor's 0 for 3, reached base on an error, so he's due. He's not too many 0-fers in this young man's box scores.
Yeah, especially a guy at the top of this Hermits lineup. Not an easy position to get.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Well, he draws a walk.
I'll tell you what, that's a pitcher that if I'm the pitcher I'd like, but.
All right, that'll bring up Austin Sofran.
Sofran has, on the flip side, they have not been able to figure a way to get him out yet today.
Oh. He's been a beast.
Yeah, he's been
3 for 3.
He's been cashing in. A lot of assets for this team. You might want to go to one of the other sponsors, Morgan Stanley, at the Coastal Group.
Good point. And if he does, if he hits a home run here and hits for the cycle, I guess he will. Because he's got a single, a double, and a triple.
That'd be one heck of a day. Hopefully we can put a charge into one like Calvi Electric Company. year.
That's the third time that's happened, by the way.
Yeah.
My guy, Mike Calvey.
Yeah, well, listen, Calvey Electric.
Brestel, excuse me.
Mike
Brestel. I went
yeah.
to high school with Mike Calvey. Mike Brestel.
Yeah, Mike Brestel just announced a short time ago. Calvey now getting into the residential line of the business, too. They used to just do commercial.
Yep.
That pitch fooled Austin Sofran. Great breaking ball coming out of Tanner Nolan. Count now goes the 1-1.
And in case you didn't know, Al, the region's top team on your home field for comprehensive cancer care is Atlantic Care. Locations all throughout Atlantic County.
Thank them for their support. There goes the runner. No throw as Taylor shows that speed. Holy smokes.
Well, he picked a good pitch to run on, too.
Yes,
he got
did.
a breaking ball there.
I don't know that would have mattered
Right.
much. You know, it's his second time on base. We saw the first time he made him clinch, forcing that quick throw over from short to first base. And now that was a no chance to get me kind of steal.
Yeah, so Nolan definitely has his mind on Taylor now. He's in scoring position. Count, I believe, is 1-2 to Austin Sofran. 1-2 pitch is away. Check the umpire.
1-2.
1-2 now? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Michael.
One, two.
I thought he said 2-2. Okay, so 1-2. That ball's left up there for a ball. So now it goes to 2-2.
Any action in the Gloucester Catholic bullpen down there?
So Fran calls time. That's the third time that's happened this game. So
I'm surprised.
Cat and mouse going on.
Surprised the pitching coach for GC, Steve Mondale, hasn't chirped up a little bit about that happening to his guys time and again.
Yeah, they got a left-hander warming up down there.
Ball laced to center, to second base. Here
Oh,
comes
Bogart.
the throw. Man, what a play by Bogart. Holy cow. Does that ball look like it had eyes? And Bogart says, not today.
Man, I'll tell you, I just saw one of the local Linwood police officers, and I think he's going to file a report on that one because he's going to have to charge Bogart with thievery. Just robbed him of a base hit.
I mean, Bogart, we've
Bogart,
mentioned it
man.
multiple times about how he is so solid both at the plate, but in the field, he had made the two plays today so heads up. At that play there, it's just a dynamite.
So Bilo
Saves a
came-
run, by the way.
Yeah, it did save a run,
It
but Bilo
did.
came out. I guess the question, the call?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did.
I think he got him by plenty. That'll bring up Ryan Gardner.
That's a big spot. You got a one-run lead. You got a runner on third, 2 outs. I mean, you can't let this run get home if you're Gloucester.
1-0 pitch is outside for ball. It's now 2-0 to him.
Now, Weingartner is one of the better hitters in the entire region. Are you pitching around him? Is this a pitch around? You got a base open?
Brody
With 2
McKenzie
outs.
he had a double last time up against Tanner Nolan. I don't know.
I think the challenge with the Hermits lineup, there aren't really any holes in it. So if it's, it's like tomato, you put him on, then what happens? But to your point, Weingartner could do some damage.
That just sets up, a force out. That's, you got the base open over here.
Yeah, and I feel like
Not that I'm
Weingartner's
all
due.
that thrilled about pitching to McKenzie either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's a base open over here.
Ryan Taylor at third base. 2 outs and a 2-2 pitch. Oh, and it caught him right on the foot. So Ryan Weingartner hit by a pitch. I don't know. Thought my partner was talking to himself.
No, I didn't say a word.
Oh, I heard you saying something. Okay.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
That was the other voice in your head.
No, I heard it. You're like,
Fourth member of the broadcast team, and looks like the action in the bullpen.
So we're
Yeah, they had a lefty down there throwing. Just loosened up. Didn't look like he was really cranking it up quite yet. One of those, hey, get yourself loose. Make sure you're ready. So obviously, Nolan's the guy they trust in this spot. This is the guy he has the confidence in.
Well, and with 2 outs, first and third, the guy with Weingartner with his speed, I'm sure there's discussion about how they're going to handle this situation.
All right, so Brody McKenzie steps to the plate with 2 outs and runners at first and third. First pitch is outside for a ball.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, I mean, you got a runner on third. If the runner takes off here, are you throwing through, to try to get that third out? Or are you concerned about the guy breaking for home? I mean, they try to steal another run on you here. Big cat and mouse game in this spot.
Yeah. It's funny, too, because you have
Pitch is fouled straight back.
Big swing on the ball by McKenzie there.
Yeah, you have Peacock on deck. I'm just curious to see if they send Weingartner here, and then runners at second and third, if then you see them actually load the bases, believe it or not.
Pitch is over for a strike call to McKenzie, so it's now 1-2 to him.
And that's just big command of that curveball, man.
I'm surprised they haven't sent Weingartner with his speed.
He's going
There
now.
he goes now. 1-2 pitch is slammed to left field, slicing towards the corner. That'll fall for a base hit. 1 run will score. Weingartner being waved around. Here comes the throw, and he's in safely. It's now a 6-3 ball game. Favor of the Hermits.
Big time execution by the Rhode Island commit. First and third, Weingartner breaking, and with that momentum, he was able to wheel all the way around. So some fantastic execution there by the Hermits.
Yeah, Doug, you mentioned it. The fact that he's breaking on the pitch, now he's got a full head of steam rounding second and is able to come all the way around and score, which is now a pretty big run to make it a 6-3 lead. But, man, what a good piece of hitting there by McKenzie. Hitting it where his pitch is down and in, and he just kind of golfs that thing down into the left field corner out there, and it brings in 2 runs.
And you got to wonder if he should have not pulled him 1 batter prior.
Well, I think we saw the same situation where Coach Byalone wanted to try to ride out Vanesco a little bit further, left him in for 1 extra batter, and then he decides to make the switch. Maybe Barth feeling the same way here.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This game is as electric as it was billed to be. This is a lot of fun to call, guys.
Yeah, as advertised. And those that have advertised for their support of the Coaches vs. Cancer Classic also include the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League and the Joe Bunning and the Bunning Family Pharmacy. So be on the lookout for more information. You want to join up the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League. And if you're down by the shore, why not head over to Boca's in Margate? Some of the most fantastic coal-fired pizza that you can get with some awesome specials, including the Seafood Sunday dinner menu. So maybe after the game, you can boogie on over to 7805 Venter Avenue in Margate. For those in Northfield, thank you to Bob's Seafood Market. Always some of the freshest selections around. And Ken Adams Oil Company over in Pleasantville. Even though it's a little bit cool out here, probably not really in need of a delivery from Ken Adams Oil Heating, but when it's time, who better to depend on?
Yeah, but those nights have been awfully cold, so they've been a little chilly lately. So you still need your oil.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll bring up Jack Peacock. Pitch gets by. As McKenzie moves up to third base.
Guys, I'll give you the line on Nolan. 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 9 hits, and the 6 runs.
Wow. And it's funny because Nolan looked like he was in control most of this game, right? He's in great spot. 4-3, only down 1 run, and the prep opens it up this inning.
It's kind of surprising, 9 hits. I didn't realize. But if you spread it over 6 innings, it's a great outing.
But he worked out a lot of challenges that he had when he got deep into the count, and obviously was able to keep himself in this ball game.
Well, Jack Peacock trying to help the Hermits cash in on an insurance policy and some insurance run, like over at McMahon Insurance in Cape May County area. Another proud supporter of Mainland Coaches vs. Cancer, thanks to Bill McMahon and his crew.
I tried to get some insurance on you recently.
Yeah.
You weren't feeling too well, and it didn't pan out. It didn't pay.
Ah, well, Bill advised it would be a bad idea to try to do that. So thanks, Bill.
Ground ball in the hole. That's going to be a tough one. It's a base hit. Another run will score as the prep takes a 7-3 lead on a RBI single by Jack Peacock.
Peacock coming up clutch yet again for the Hermits. Consistent hitter, able to spray the ball around to all fields. Finds the pitch, and he goes right with it. And now the Hermits stretch the lead to 4.
Yeah, Peacock with a solid piece of hitting, by the way. Finds a nice hole on the left side. Gets it through, you know.
Jackson Vanesco steps to plate, swings and misses.
That's your classic hit it where it's pitched. You want to throw me inside, I'm going to just use it that way. Boom.
Vanesco 1 for 3 with a double. Back in the 5th. There goes the runner. Here comes the throw. And he gets him. Man, what a shoot from the catcher. And I got to get his names. I apologize. Oh, well, anyway, we get him at second base. And that will end the inning, but not before the Hermits score 4 to take a 7-3 lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports.
And it is time for the Rams to put on their rally hats. Down by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You are watching the Coaches versus Cancer Classic here on BFA Sports. Doug Stasic joined alongside my brother from another, Al Fisher. And we just announced a recently adopted new brother, Mike Gill, 97.3 ESPN.
Do I have to live in the same house with you guys, or can I stay where I'm at?
No, we don't live in the same house. That ain't happening. All right, as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning, Damian Serrani, who made that throw down to second base, and I couldn't find his name, and I do want to make sure we give him props. That was a gorgeous throw down there. Takes the first pitch low and inside for a ball. Serrani had a sacrifice fly RBI in the second. He walked last time up as he takes that pitch over for a strike.
And Gaines has done a nice job there, Mike, coming in here in a tough situation, but managed to get the Hermits out of a bit of a jam.
Yeah, came in, struck out 2 guys in relief of Jackson Vanesco. Wow, that's a high chopper.
Blooper. As Weingartner does a nice job. That was a shortstop Weingartner making the throw, 6-3.
Nice job. Good fluid hands. Awesome range by Weingartner. Makes everything look so silky.
Just the exchange. I mean, getting that glove hand in and boom. I mean, no wasted motion.
Move back to the top of the order with R.J. Mastaro.
And he does a great job. We always tell the shortstop, come up and through the ball, meaning come through the ball and throw it towards your target in all one motion. Keep your...
Oh, sorry. That was filthy. I have a tendency to react. That was a nice pitch by Gaines. Sorry about that, Mike. All bunted. Gaines makes the call, and here's the throw, and they get him about a stride. Star tries to bunt his way on. So that goes 1-3.
Good job by Gaines, though, getting off the mound, fielding his position. He's a big boy, gets down there nicely. And, by the way, calmly picks the ball up and doesn't try to sometimes the pitchers try to throw it so hard, they end up firing one high, firing one down the right field line. Good job of calmly picking that up and just getting over there. Those are the spring drills. Your old
PFPs.
PFP.
Nice pitch by Gaines.
Pitcher
strike call.
Fielding practice. Over and over. Thank you very much.
I've tried to tell TJ Hunt at PBR New Jersey they should do that in a showcase drill. Just start hitting,
nice breaking
hitting
ball.
missiles, throwing out some bunts, see how the pitchers react. I feel like it's the most undervalued exercise in the game.
If a guy's throwing 99 but he can't field his position, I'm sure he still can get a job.
Remember John Lester? Could never hold a runner on?
Yeah.
Could not
As a
throw to
lefty.
first.
As a lefty.
Big swing and a miss as Bogart surprisingly goes out swinging, and that will end in after a 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Gaines.
First of the day.
Indeed it was. We'll go to the top of the 7th with your score 7-3. All right, as we enter the top of the 7th inning with the prep coming to bat. Pitcher on the mound is Sam Bogman for Gloucester Catholic Rams. Oh, Bogna. I do apologize. Oh, he's got a filthy breaking ball. Got to make sure he gets his name right.
Yeah, and he came in that last inning throwing, kind of showcasing exclusively that off-speed pitch.
First batter he is facing is Jackson Vanesco.
Yeah, it looks like St. Augustine's going to get some bullpen action going. Ryan Weingartner's going to start getting himself loose, maybe for a closing situation here. Speaking of closing, it's Mark Elliott closed that game the other night.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, man, coming back around.
They got to do the field.
Well, I wonder if they were part of the 6 o'clock crew. You know what?
I doubt it.
I might get a brief break here in the top of the 7th. Not to interrupt there, Al.
And with one out, we have Kyle Neri stepping to the plate.
Yeah, he's almost gone exclusively off speed here. There's Joe Sheeran, by the way, who had that big hit on Friday night to kind of get this whole tournament going, where you said, man, this is going to be a fun tournament. He hit that ball with bases loaded.
Yeah, that was a stellar moment. Kick things off.
All popped up, first base side. Bogart making the call, pirouetting.
Oh, boy, that thing
makes
just
the grab.
That thing was just drifting. I'll tell you what, Al. That thing looked like it started at the first baseman, as if he could have got that thing. And then by the time it was over, Bogart almost caught it at short.
Well, first baseman looked like he was going to make the play. He literally, physically was moving towards the baseball, and it moved all the way to second base. That'll bring up Marco Lavari.
Lavari's the one who hit that ball to right. The sac fly would have been, but a 9-3-2 double play to end that 5th inning.
Yeah, great execution by the Rams. That pitch is low in the dirt.
Lavari got big shot up since the last time I've seen him.
He's filling out, too.
Standout player for us back in East Vineland.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
So this field is looking in much better shape than it was at 6 a.m. this morning there, guys. And shout out to the committee. Look at this field, what it was at 6 a.m.
Fantastic job.
It worked all through the morning to make it happen.
6 a.m. to pretty much 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Almost to first pitch. So kudos to them. Great job by this crew. Talk about dedication.
And really it was to make sure that there would be an opportunity for kids to play baseball, but more importantly, put everyone in a position, come out here, buy some food from the concession stand, buy some of the raffle ticket items, and raise money. And even at home, you're sitting there watching, you can contribute by going to Venmo and donating at CVC Mainland. That's at CVC Mainland.
Josiah Ragsdale at the plate. Pitch is over for a strike call, so it's now 1-2 to him.
Yeah, so again, tip of the cap to the Mainland Regional Baseball team led by Billy Kern and Mike Edwards, putting on such a fantastic event and making sure that this field was ready to go and ready to play. I'm surprised there's actually any dirt left on the field, though, after yesterday with all the wind blowing it all off the field. It was on most of our equipment, I know.
And a 1-2 pitch. Great banking ball. Gets Ragsdale looking.
Oh, my.
And that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, and one left. We'll move to the bottom of the seventh. Last chance for the Rams with the score 7-3 on BFA Sports. We're back as we move to the bottom of the seventh inning. Last chance for the Gloucester Catholic Rams to tie this game up or possibly win. As they face Andrew Gaines on the mound, who's done a nice job in relief of Jackson Vanesco. And Gaines will face Matt Leahy, Adam Gates, and Jeremy Wolf.
Leahy homered his last time up, guys. He singled and scored 2 runs today. He's 3 for 3. So if there's someone to get this thing going, this would be the guy.
Indeed it would be. So here we go. It should be a vocal one. First pitch is high for ball to Matt Leahy.
By the way, I think in every time I've ever seen Joey Bogart hit, that's the only time I've ever seen him strike out is that last inning.
We were all surprised.
I can't verify that, but, man, it's a big out by Gaines.
That ball bounces up there. It's now 2-0 to Leahy. One thing Andrew Gaines, and he just takes a deep breath, doesn't want to do is get the leadoff runner on, especially with this vocal Gloucester Catholic Rams team.
And, guys, you wonder what the leash is on him because Weingartner was warmed up, ready to go. So if he walks a guy, are we going to you? That game is interesting, too, because he's ready to go.
So Weingartner comes in. He throws in the mid-90s.
2-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike call.
Right.
Nice pitch by Gaines.
At what point do you feel like I need to bring you in to close this out? You got a 4-run lead. Is it, hey, the leadoff walk? Is it a base hit?
I'm looking at Gaines, and he's in command of his pitches right now.
Coach Bylone historically is going to let him go until
swing and a miss. He struck him out. Leahy goes down swinging.
Now, you see, I messed my book up last inning, and I put a strikeout in that spot, but it was the wrong side. I could have kept it.
Would have worked out for you.
Now I'm mad that I crossed out the K from the last inning.
We're going to change it from BFA to OCD. Because we got some OCD going on here.
I can say this
including
guy,
myself.
This is an F4 coming up here, according to my book.
All right, the first pitch to Adam Gates is high for a ball.
Let me see that book, Mike Gill.
Oh yeah, you got to show this book.
Man. Show the book.
Yeah, but you got to show when it was. You got to show when it was pink.
You can.
Oh, this is
show the pink.
Okay, this is from the first couple games in the tournament. You know, I have the
I got
nice. the scoring in pink.
Yeah.
See the pink, so that it's a lot easier to read. So you know what the outs are red. Pink is scoring. Come on, I can see you're off. I get it. You're always off anyway. Pitch is low for a ball. It's 2-0. Come on, Mike. I'm just setting you up.
Oh, man, I am off with this book now. My day is ruined.
But he's usually on Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, the Sports Bash, so be sure to tune in.
Oh, nice pitch.
Oh, man. He was halfway down to first, and I think Matt Lawler said, you know what, I could use another 10 minutes out here.
That's bad
By
karma.
the way, if you're not watching 97.3, because you can actually watch it and listen to it on
That's
Facebook and YouTube.
That's right.
And Twitter. And,
Best show I've seen with Mike Gill, the Sports Bash, brother. Ball popped up
You're
to
too
the right
kind,
side.
by the way.
No,
Al.
I'm being honest. I watch it. Ragsdale gets under it, makes the grab.
Man, I said F4. If Ragsdale would have got out of the way, that second baseman could have caught that thing.
Well, the 4 to a 9 doesn't take much. I mean, you just got to
No, but I crossed it
the
out.
circle.
Man, that is bad karma by me that I crossed it out. I should have just left it to see what would happen.
All right, that'll bring up Jeremy Wolf with last hope for the Rams with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Wolf struck out last time up. That pitch is a little bit outside for a ball, as Andrew Gaines has handled his position well so far in
He's done
relief
an
of Jackson
excellent
Vanesco.
Excellent.
And the 1-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a strike call.
Pounded the strike zone, used the slider. He throws hard, and his off-speed pitch is hard too. So you see a lot of hard stuff from him.
The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, hangs up there just a bit for a ball. It's 2-1.
Showed you something different there.
Yeah, that was a little something different out of the repertoire. A reminder to everybody, we have not a nightcap, but a dust cap coming up here at 4:30 on BFA Sports. The final game of the Coaches versus Cancer Classic. That'll be Clearview and Washington Township.
You didn't say dust, did you? Because we had that yesterday. I
No,
hope you didn't just
no,
curse
it
us.
was Dusk with a K.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Dusk.
Yeah, so
okay.
Stay tuned for that one. Stevie Westcott will have the call with us.
That ball bounces up there, so Jeremy Wolf draws a 2-out walk.
And if you're here, be sure you hit the concession stand in between. They are taking Venmo at CVC Mainland, so not only can you purchase your goods at the concession stand or one of the cool hats or shirts that goes along with it, but you can also throw a few shekels right into the coffers to give to a great cause. And that's at CVC Mainland.
See, there's my man Cole Campbell, one of the best fishermen I've ever seen.
He's one of the best catchers in the state. I can tell you that as well.
We hit him.
And that got him.
He
Right on the front shin.
wasn't moving.
Braden Foster gets hit by a pitch. The runners at first and second with 2 out.
That's how good of a fisherman he is. I think of him as a fisherman before catcher.
Oh,
Wow. I don't know if he'll appreciate that, though.
He is a tremendous catcher. And by the way, a heck of a hitter, too, hitting in the middle of that Mustang lineup. Hit the home run on opening day against
crushed it.
Holy Spirit. David Hageman.
All right, Jason, sorry about that. Jason Morgan steps to the plate with 2 outs.
I would
and runners
imagine
at first and second.
if Morgan reaches base here, you might see a pitching change.
And I would agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan was hit by a pitch last time up. Lined out to right field in the 4th. Had a single in the 2nd. That pitch is over for a strike.
You know, I've known Coach Mike Bailone for, I don't know, I guess at least 6-7 years, maybe longer now. Having the pleasure of both of my sons playing in the Hermit program. And the one thing I'll tell you is he lets his pitchers work as long as possible through these tough things, because especially early in the season, he wants them to feel comfortable when it's uncomfortable. So he's really gonna let Gaines go here. So even with the bases loaded, Mike, I wouldn't be surprised if he lets him go one more.
Jason Morgan with a 2-1 count. Again, runners at first and second, 2 outs as Andrew Gaines tries to close this one out for the Hermits. That pitch is high inside for a ball. Count now goes to 3-1, I believe, and it is.
You got Vinny Davis, who struck out twice and doubled on deck. He's the DH, so he had a double earlier in this game, so he's obviously a threat.
So Gaines gets his sign from Sofran and winds, and the 3-1 pitch. Chops it to
Tough
third.
play.
It's going to be a tough one here. It's going to be close, and he gets him to end the ball game. And I got some looks here that maybe some of us don't think he was out. I don't know, but we'll call him out. As the Hermits win a thriller 7-3. Great job by the Hermits, and as well as Andrew Gaines, who pitched a gem in relief of Jackson Vanesco.
An electrifying one for sure. And as advertised, gentlemen, as we're here again on BFA Sports to close this one out. Doug Stasic joined alongside Al Fisher and Mike Gill. And gentlemen, this one was one that everyone was hoping would happen, even though the weather was miserable early over the course of the morning. But these guys got the field ready, and they put on a show.
They sure did. We saw, what, 2 or 3 home runs today? Home runs, great base running, just everything. We saw all of it today, and very exciting game, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, you look at 2 of the programs in this area that you think about every single season going to be giving you some of the best prospects, but also some of the best games. And this was a great game here. It had a little bit of everything. You mentioned the long ball. You had great pitching. You had some, little stuff. You had to play at shortstop, throwing back, getting a guy at second base, hitting the cutoff man. This is the kind of game, if you can, I would say pop in the video, but tune on YouTube and show your 13, 12, 11-year-old son this one, because there was a lot of good fundamentals in this one.
I think you agree the 7-3 score is not indicative of this game. I think it was closer than the score.
Yeah.
4 runs is not a lot of runs from a differential standpoint, but still, it felt like a one-run game.
Tying run was at the plate when this one ended.
That's right, and we were just wondering, are they going to bring Weingartner in to close this thing out? It got to that point where one more base runner you might have seen them have to go to their closer here. But give Gaines credit. He bared down and did a good job. And really, both sides. I thought the kid, Bogan, coming out of the bullpen for Gloucester Catholic, he's one of those kids, guys, oh, this guy throws so slow. We're going to hit him around. He comes in throwing this nasty little deuce, and he just kind of, next thing you know, you look down at his scorecard, and there he goes. He's got 1, 2, 3 strikeouts and 2 innings coming in.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for the announcement of who the player of the game is and the recipient of the Mike Trout ball.
I think they gave it to Sofran. I think I just saw him out there getting his picture taken.
All right, well, there it is. Austin Sofran, your player of the game in the next to finale edition of the Coaches vs. Cancer Mainland Classic, and this was a good one. So we appreciate everybody tuning all in, and I guess we're ready to get things ready for game number, I guess it would be 8 officially, because 2 of them were canceled today. Officially 8, but it should have been 10. So technically it's 10 on the – oh, there we go. All right. It's 10 on the schedule, but 8 for all the games that were played. So, again, we got the dust cap coming up. All right.
As you called it.
That is.
A new word.
That is.
What do you think? You like dust cap?
Yeah.
Might as well try it.
All right.
See if it sticks.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right. So we'll be back with game number 8, Washington Township and Clearview. Looking forward to that one on BFA Sports. And for BFA Sports, I'm Al Fisher, along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic, and my adopted son, or brother from another, Mike Gill. We can't wait to see you play ball.